Welcome to today's deep dive. Get ready because we're going to be exploring a love story that spans generations. The source material is an excerpt from a Chinese novel called, has a very fitting title, Love Across Time, Lily and Adam's Journey of Seeking Love. This novel takes us on a quest to uncover family secrets, and I don't know about you, but I'm always fascinated by those hidden stories that shape who we are.
What I find really interesting about this novel is how it uses these unmailed love letters as like a gateway into the past. The letters aren't just pieces of paper, you know. They're full of emotion and longing and dreams that have been locked away for years.
It's like holding a piece of history.
Yeah.
Feeling the weight of all those unspoken words. In the story, Lily stumbles upon these letters written by her grandmother to a soldier named Tom. The letters were never sent, and Tom disappeared during the war. And Lily is immediately captivated by this mystery. It's not just about solving a historical puzzle, it's about understanding the love that fueled those letters and what became of Tom.
And the setting of the story, with its emphasis on ancestral connections and the weight of tradition, adds another layer to this idea of love transcending time. In Chinese culture, there's a deep reverence for ancestors, a belief that their spirits continue to influence the lives of their descendants. So Lily's quest to uncover her grandmother's love story isn't just personal, it's a way of connecting with her heritage.
It's like she's honoring her grandmother's story by bringing it to light. That's pretty powerful. Now, Lily isn't alone on this journey. She's joined by Tom's grandson, Adam, who at first is the total opposite of Lily. Lily's driven by this burning passion to uncover the truth, while Adam is skeptical and reserved. He's almost hesitant to open that door to the past.
Yeah, that contrast between Lily and Adam is really important. Their personalities create this dynamic tension that fuels their journey. Lily's passion kind of kindles a spark of curiosity in Adam, while Adam's skepticism prompts Lily to examine her own assumptions. It's a beautiful example of how different perspectives can enrich our understanding of the past.
Okay, so picture this. They go to this old train station, which is practically frozen in time. It's the last place anyone saw Tom. And the station master, this elderly man with a memory like a steel trap, remembers Tom vividly. He drops this huge bombshell. Tom didn't die in the war, he survived, but ended up far away with amnesia, unable to remember his past or find his way back. I can only imagine what that revelation did to Lily and Adam emotionally.
It's a brilliant plot twist that completely reframes their understanding of Tom. He's no longer just a name in letters. He's a real person who endured this profound loss of identity. And this twist raises fascinating questions about memory identity and the lasting impact of trauma. It also adds a layer of hope to their quest. Now, it's not just about understanding a past love. It's about the possibility of finding Tom, of reuniting him with his past.
But even with this glimmer of hope, Adam is still hesitant, right? He's carrying the weight of his own family history, particularly his relationship with his grandfather. But there's another twist. The station master reveals that Tom left behind a diary hidden away in a local historical museum. Talk about a sign from the universe.
The diary becomes a symbol of Tom's voice, a bridge across time that allows him to speak directly to Lily and Adam. It's more than just a historical artifact, it's a window into his soul.
I bet reading those words was incredibly emotional, especially for Adam. Suddenly he's transported into his grandfather's inner world, experiencing his longing for Lily's grandmother, his struggle with lost memories, and his desperate desire to reclaim his life.
What's fascinating here is how the diary becomes a catalyst for change, not just in their understanding of Tom, but in their own lives as well. Lily finds validation for her quest, realizing that Tom's love for her grandmother was real and profound. For Adam, the diary serves as a wake-up call. It forces him to confront his own assumptions about his grandfather and reevaluate his own life choices.
Like the diary's a key that unlocks not just Tom's past, but also a deeper understanding of themselves and their own family legacy. I'm really curious to hear how Adam reacts to all this. He started as a skeptic, but I have a feeling the diary's going to shake things up for him.
You're right to focus on Adam. His transformation is key to understanding the novel's deeper themes. It suggests that even the most guarded hearts can be opened by the power of authentic stories, especially when those stories come from within our own families.
All right, so we have Lily, driven by her passion, Adam grappling with his skepticism, and this incredibly poignant diary that's revealing a love story lost to time. Where does this journey take them next? Stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive to find out.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Love Across Time. When we left off, Lily and Adam were really starting to understand the depth of Tom's love for Lily's grandmother, fueled by the raw emotion captured in his diary.
Yeah, that diary really shifted things, didn't it? It went from this almost detective-like search for Tom to a very personal exploration of his inner world. I'm curious how this impacts Adam, who initially seemed reluctant to even go on this journey.
Adam's journey is so fascinating because he embodies that internal conflict we all face when confronting family secrets. He's torn between wanting to protect this perfect image of his family and needing to acknowledge the messy reality. The diary becomes a bridge between those two worlds, forcing him to confront who his grandfather truly was.
It makes you think about what secrets might be hidden in our own families. Those untold stories that shape us, even if we aren't aware of them. But back to Adam, how does he reconcile this new knowledge about his grandfather with his own memories?
The novel explores this beautifully through the symbolism of music. Remember how Adam is this talented musician who gave up his dreams to please his family? Well, the diary reveals that Tom also loved music, a passion he couldn't really express because of his circumstances. And it's this shared love for music becomes a way for Adam to connect with his grandfather on a deeper level, to understand him beyond the silence and emotional distance.
So it's not just about uncovering the facts, it's about finding those emotional connections, those shared passions that go beyond time. And this connection through music sparks something in Adam, right?
Absolutely. The novel shows Adam rediscovering his passion for music. He's inspired by his grandfather's story and Lily's encouragement. There's the scene where he plays a song he composed for Lily under the stars. And it's not just romantic, it's symbolic. He's reclaiming his own identity. He's no longer defined by what other people expect of him, but by this legacy of passion and creativity passed down through generations.
That scene under the stars sounds incredibly romantic. It feels like they're finding their own love story amidst the echoes of the past. But like you said earlier, the novel doesn't shy away from the complexities of life, does it? There's a twist, isn't there?
There is. Just when it seems like everything is falling into place, a letter arrives from a man claiming to be Tom's war buddy. This letter reveals that Tom, while he was suffering from amnesia, married another woman and built a life with her. He never forgot Lily's grandmother, but he also created a new love, a new family.
Wow, that changes everything. It raises so many questions about love, loyalty, the choices we make in tough situations. What a gut punch for Lily, who has been so dedicated to reuniting Tom with her grandmother's memory. How does she even handle this?
This is where the novel goes beyond just a love story and explores these deeper ethical questions. The letter forces Lily to consider that her grandmother's love story maybe wasn't the fairy tale she thought it was. It challenges her to see that there can be multiple truths, that love can exist in different forms, even in one lifetime.
That's a really difficult thing to realize. I imagine it causes a lot of internal conflict for Lily. Does she tell anyone about this new information? Does she risk disrupting the peace of her grandmother's memory? Or does she protect that perfect image, even if it means keeping a secret?
Lily's struggle represents the bigger questions we all have when we learn difficult truths about our families. What do we do with information that challenges our beliefs? Is it always best to know everything, even if it hurts? How do we reconcile different versions of the past?
Those are some serious questions, and I bet there aren't any easy answers. I'm curious how the novel handles this ethical dilemma. Does Lily make a choice? And what about Adam? How does he fit into all of this?
The novel doesn't give a simple answer, which I think is very realistic. It focuses on the importance of finding peace, even when things are uncertain. It's about accepting that the past is rarely black and white.
Okay, so no easy answers, but a journey towards understanding and acceptance. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. And we're back for the last part of our deep dive into love across time. And I have to say, this novel has really gotten me thinking about how complicated love and memory can be. Last time we left off with Lily facing a really tough decision about what to do with the information about Tom and his new life.
Yeah, it's a huge turning point in the novel because it kind of breaks down this romantic ideal that was driving Lily's search. She suddenly has to come to terms with the fact that her grandmother's love for Tom lasted a lifetime, but his life took a completely different path.
Right, it's like they say life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. But in this story, it's Tom's life that takes a detour. So, how does the novel address this new information? Does Lily confront Tom about it?
I think the novel takes a more symbolic approach here, which makes sense given the Chinese cultural context. Instead of going for a direct confrontation, Lily and Adam decide to do something really touching at her grandmother's grave. They bury Tom's diary and the unsent letters next to her, so they're symbolically bringing them together in the afterlife. It's this really beautiful way of honoring the depth of their love while accepting all the twists and turns their story took.
That's a really powerful image. It's like they're saying, we may not have all the answers, but we can offer peace and understanding.
Exactly. It's about finding a sense of closure, not through some simple solution, but by accepting that life is messy and that love can endure even when there's loss and distance.
This ending really drives home the point that love goes beyond time and circumstance. And it's not just romantic love either. Throughout the story, we see all these different kinds of love, like between Lily and Adam, between grandparents and grandchildren, even the love of a community for its history.
It's like the novel is saying that love is the thing that connects us all. It ties together the different parts of our lives. It's a really powerful message in a world that can feel so divided.
It really makes you wonder about the stories that are hidden in our own families, what connections we might find if we just take the time to listen, to explore, to understand the complexities of the past.
And that's what makes this whole deep dive so interesting. It's not just about looking at a love story. It's about realizing that there's power in uncovering hidden truths and seeing how the past can help us understand the present. It's about this very human need for connection.
So as we're wrapping up this journey through love across time, what are your final thoughts for our listeners?
I would say think about all the untold stories that are in your own families. What are the mysteries waiting to be solved? What can you learn from the past that can help you on your own journey? Every family has its own secrets, its challenges, its moments of love and loss. And by trying to understand those things, by honoring the people who came before us, we can get a deeper understanding of who we are and where we fit into the world.
Really well said. And with that, we'll leave you with a line from Lily's book. Love may be blurred by time, but true love is never forgotten. May all of your journeys of discovery be filled with wonder and new insights and the power of love and memory.